Hello and welcome to another First Impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at a free-to-play hack-and-slash action RPG of sorts from in the LEGO universe. So this is going to be LEGO Legend of Chima. In this game we are going to mix some of the action RPG style gameplay similar to things like Diablo and Torchlight, along with a little bit of base building and then some crafting available too. This is a game geared towards younger audiences, and it is a free-to-play, and there are microtransactions, so be aware of that and check out the in-game store. But for now, we're just going to focus on the gameplay itself. You can see there's some customization. You can have different kinds of skins and colors available, not too much. There's also a premium membership, which is available. I didn't actually look at it to see what you get, also to see how aggressive the in-game store is. This is a browser-based game, and it does have multiple settings for visuals, like I can play full screen on or off, and also it is an iOS app. It's available on iPad, iPhone, and I think iPod Touch. Not available on Android as of now. I'm playing on the PC browser base using just Firefox Beta, so nothing really there. There is no download on the PC, although there is a bit of a long load time for initial load, so it is loading a plugin most likely. Combat, pretty easy. It's very stereotypical action RPG. Also, there is going to be loot explosions when you kill monsters. So, left click will use your range attack, right click will use your melee attack. Generally, your melee attack will either be just faster or higher DPS of some kind. Also, you can unload your chi, which you'll pick up items for it in the game, and it'll just give you an ultimate form, do a massive attack.
Pick up those items and add them to your backpack.
And then, here we go. When guys die, they'll be dropping gears. That's basically your currency. That's, you know, if it was a fantasy game rather than a LEGO game, it would be gold. And you go around and you pick them up. One thing that is a little bit, I don't know, I guess frustrating, is the fact that the gears just spray everywhere, and you have to go chasing them down sometimes. It's like, it's one of the nice things about Diablo 3 is the gold pile is just generally one pile, unless it's doing something special, like a big old chest or goblin, or you're using a set that gives you extra gold. And at this point you can name your character. Again, this is geared towards children, so it's a combination of two adjectives and a noun, so you can go through and you can randomize, you can kind of go find something that sounds cool. Hyper-flavored. We got coffee? We can go hyper-flavored coffee, that'd be fun. Hyper-flavored Flapjack. There we go. Hyper-flavored Flapjack. That's the kind of thing you want to be careful saying too many times fast. Now that we got our character, we can go and see some of the mechanics of the game. So this is my starting base. From here, I can build. There is base building. I can also clear area to make my base bigger, which costs resources or premium currency. You can see also I'm seeing options here. You'll get bonus rewards if you're a member, which is basically an optional subscription. At low levels, it does not feel required, but a lot of free-to-play games do get a little bit harder to play for free later on, so keep that in mind. And then the gear system, very basic. You just go ahead and equip it. The stats are very streamlined. It's basically going to show you, when you hover over an item, will say maybe an armor piece, an extra 11 hit points, so you can get extra hit points. For weapon, it'll say DPS. It'll tell you if it's your ranged or your melee DPS that's getting increased. So next thing I want to do is I want to actually go ahead and build on my land. So the first thing I need to do is I need to clear off some space. And you can see when you clear anything that's destructible, kind of almost like a very basic voxel system where there's a lot of destructible terrain. After a while, it's easy to tell what it is, though. So it's not everything can get destroyed. You can't just go ahead and punch down trees. But after a little while, you can go ahead and you can blow some things up and get some extra currency. And then we'll get to go ahead and build. But this next mission is going to send me out to do some combat, which I'll look at in a little bit. I actually want to focus on the building first. Now that I'm back at base, finished my quest, I can come over here. And I have crafted or constructed a camp which will allow me to gain extra resources. Every once in a while, it'll just I collect a set of, in this case, gears for me, and then I can go ahead and when I log in and grab it. So there we go. And then I can use those gears to buy other buildings, clear away space, or in the crafting system. I can spend premium currency to accelerate the process, make it be able to build faster. Same with crafting. You can accelerate the process. There's a bit of a build time involved. I actually do want to go look at the crafting next. So, to craft an item, first I'm going to need my building right here, which I built earlier. And then I come over here, and I'm going to build a weapon. Weapon's going to take resources and currency, so I want to build a new gun. So I'll just drop it in there. And I'm going to need some single blocks, some double blocks, and boom. And then I gotta wait. After a few seconds, it'll be finished, or you can spend premium currency to accelerate the process. I can only assume higher tier weapons will take eventually a long time. You can go through and interact with my other buildings in my area while I'm waiting, or maybe go do a quest. See about clearing out some area, which will give me bonuses, and of course more room to build on. And then eventually my item's going to be all done, I can collect it, and it'll probably be an upgrade. So it's just about finished. Check. I can build another weapon if I choose to. I don't want to right now. And of course, since I finished a mission, you know, you're going to get your quest XP. And I'm going to go in my backpack, and let's see what the weapon is. You can see it's got like a bit of a Diablo system where it has items that you have a limited stash space, and it kind of playing a little bit of loot Tetris at times. Now, I'm going to look at the combat. So those crafting items I used to make that gun, well, you don't just have unlimited crafting items, and in this case I had to get them from going to the mine. This is the mine. This is a level 2 zone. You can see I'm changing some of my equipment around because I was noticing I was having trouble killing things. So for the weapons, you saw that it affects both my main hand, or both hands of damage. So I will look at everything and just kind of increasing my DPS. Hey, that's even better. Anything else? Hey, that gives me more hit points. Yeah, sure, more hit points is good. Anything else I want? Oh, that's even better. Oh, can't use it yet. So that's basically the loot system. Very streamlined, not too many stats to worry about. It's basically DPS and hit points. It's not going to be like crit hit damage, crit hit chance, elemental damage, all that. So again, you can see I can go through, interact with a lot of items. It's pretty easy to tell which items I interact with, and then I can get gears. Also, here's some of the combat. Basically, left click and right click. Left click is going to be my range, right click is my melee. Almost always it seems like your melee is your better DPS, but again, you have to be in melee. You get lots of resources. Well, really gold, but... And the objective here is to go to those blued nodes and then click on them. They'll give me the blocks. Those blocks are what I use to craft. So basically, I'm doing a gathering mission here. I'm out gathering resources so I can craft an item. If you like the game, check it out. It's available for free. The content, stay tuned more for ML Play. Thanks for watching. I better go kill some more of those guys.